When it comes to games, there are good ones and there are bad ones. There are fun ones and there are not so fun ones. There are a lot of things that make a game good, but there's also a lot of things that make a game bad. While games can be good for many reasons, I have found the main reason that games can be bad, and that is skill, fun, disconnect. In games, there exists the concept of the skill floor and the skill ceiling. The skill floor is the base amount of skill you need to be able to play a game, while the skill ceiling is the maximum amount of skill you can display while playing a game. For a lot of games, the goal is to rise from the skill floor to the skill ceiling, and in a lot of games, this journey is actually pretty fun. In one of my personal favorite games, Titanfall 2, the whole skill expression in the game is about moving fast. The more skilled you are at the game, the faster you can move around the map, and the more cool and sick tricks you can actually do while playing. It's actually incredibly important in the game to move around the map really fast, because it means that 1, you are a harder target to hit, and 2, you can contest power points much easier. This means that for you to do the optimal thing in the game and play at a higher level is actually to do what's most fun in the game, which is great because it means that you are enjoying the actual climb up. But that's not the case for all games. A select few actually understand this principle and build upon it, but there are many games that I think don't actually utilize this system very well. While I love Fortnite as a game, you cannot deny that the entire nature of the Battle Royale to be the last player standing de-incentivizes you getting into fights, wasting resources, or interacting with the gunplay in the game, because you could be wasting resources that you would need later on in the game. So this leads to a disconnect between what is fun and what is actually optimal to do in the game. While you may want to get into gunfights, it's actually very discouraged, especially at the highest level. So in the cases of games where the most fun thing to do is not necessarily the most optimal, should you be playing in the most fun way or the most optimal way? While the answer may be different for everyone, I feel that the way you should play is probably what is the most fun for you, whether or not it's the quote-unquote right way to play. Some people may argue that playing a game in the quote-unquote wrong way actually ruins the experience for your teammates and all the other players in the game, because you are not playing optimally and making the match unfair. I'd argue that you do not owe the other players in the game anything. You are spending your own time playing a game that you want to enjoy. If you are playing it and not enjoying it, there is no reason you should sacrifice your own enjoyment for other people that you do not know. At the end of the day, you're playing games to have fun, and if you're not having fun, why would you play them in the first place? It's important that while you're climbing the skill ladder, you question yourself whether the climbing is fun to begin with. There are a lot of people stuck in the endless loop of trying to climb up higher that they never have fun to begin with. Doing things this way will only make you more burnt out and frustrated with what you're doing. It'll make you lose passion and drive to do anything in the future. While it may be important to climb up that ladder, it's also just as important to make sure you're enjoying it. Because if you're not enjoying it, what's the point?